We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis, and want to thank our sponsors again for this whole week. O'Brien and Levine Court Reporting Services in downtown Boston, stenography, sponsoring this On the Record series that we do, featuring all the best law firms and litigators of Boston. Also want to thank my co-host for the week, Mark Z from Mark Z Legal Staffing. Welcome back, Mark.
Thanks, Jeff. Great to be with you,
Thank
and
you.
great to be part of this amazing show.
Great. And, for those who know me and have done business with me, sometimes you learn in your life that some things don't take a lot of thought. And when I know people need litigation, I got a go-to guy. And my go-to guy is Nick Carter from Todd & Weld. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark.
Nick, good to
Mark
see you.
has staffed about 3/4 of our firm, by the way.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Nick, you're kind, and Nick is also not only with Todd & Weld, but he's a senior partner there. And although Nick shares the rock star name, he's a rock star in litigation. You're a great litigator, Nick, and
thank
it's
you.
great to have you on the show, and it's
appreciate it.
great to be part of your growth.
No, I've been very lucky. Todd & Weld's a tremendous firm. We have a just an enormous range of cases, some of the highest profile cases in the city. I've been there for about 18 years, practicing law for about 20 or more years.
Excellent.
And I really feel lucky to be there with a great group of attorneys, and we get to learn all the time in very complex cases.
And you're going to talk to us about an area that's concerning and sad, about litigation and children, correct?
Yes. We handle personal injury cases at Todd & Weld on the plaintiff's side. And a number of years ago, I worked on a case involving children's rights. In particular, really one of the saddest types of cases, the abuse of an autistic kid,
Wow.
minor at the time. He had serious autism and had to be placed in a residential home because it was just too much for his parents. He had that serious level of autism. And this was back in the late 70s, early 80s, and there was a new school in town. I won't go into the name, but it was a Japanese-based school. It was supposed to be holistic, and at that time in the late 70s, early 80s, people were looking for alternative, more holistic ways to deal with this challenge of autism. And so this school became very popular, and the idea was through exercise, the autistic children would become calm and manageable and able to learn and grow and develop, and everybody ate it up. It was a sort of a dream come true for parents who have children with this challenge. Of course, it ended up being too good to be true. What they did is being a Japanese-based school, it was started in Japan, and I don't know what success they had there, but the founder brought it to the U.S. and brought with her Japanese teachers. They had been trained as physical education teachers. They were basically sports coaches, sports teachers. And they were trained in sports. They had no experience dealing with kids with autism.
With disabilities.
With disabilities. And as these kids get older, and you'll hear from this story, they become more challenging,
Right.
physically stronger. So my client started in the school at age 5, and it all worked pretty well until he got to the high school level when he became a strong young man. And like teenagers, more and more oppositional. Now, the Japanese teachers did not have the experience to deal with the disabled, but they did not have the language abilities even to communicate at a modest level with these kids.
Interesting.
And so more and more opposition occurred between the students and the teachers at this high school residence. And that also challenged the Japanese notion of the teacher is the boss. You don't challenge the teacher, which so they became more oppositional. And there would be, we later learned, horrific clashes, physical clashes between my client and these teachers